I guess rather than a acronym, I will say I like the emoji, which is the face that's like rotated 45 degrees and it's laughing with some tears coming out of its
Oh,
eyes,
yeah.
because then I can make sure the person knows I'm making a joke, because sometimes on text it's hard to tell, you know, you don't get the context of what they're saying. So I like that one.
That's a good emoji.
I use it when to let people know that I'm actually laughing, because normally I would use the not tilted face laughing with tears, but I use that quite casually. But if to let them know that I'm laughing, I'll do the tilted one, and that
Yes.
I'm really laughing, I'll do the skeleton, like, oh, I'm laughing so much I'm dead, like, wow.
Yeah, I find the things with tears to be a little confusing. There is one where it's like smiling, but one tear is coming out, and I don't know what that means. Does that mean that like I'm happy but I'm crying? Does that
Yes, it
Yeah,
means
that's
exactly
sort of how I use
that.
it.
I feel
happy?
like it's almost like you're moved.
Oh,
Like I
Oh.
take
interesting.
it like the simple smiley with one tear being shed. It's almost like, wow, that's beautiful, or I'm so moved.
It seems so specific. Like if it was just I'm laughing but I'm also crying, like that
Yeah,
doesn't
like I just got put
happen.
on the
Yeah,
ridiculous watch
yeah.
time, oh, but I'm still smiling.
It could also
Oh,
mean that,
interesting.
yeah,
A
Interesting.
lot of
But
people
moved.
in RO use them
yeah,
like as a sarcastic
Yeah,
yeah,
thing,
it's
so
like,
like
I
Uh,
enjoy this, but really, yeah.
no,
oh,
that's right. We
interesting.
really enjoy this.
smiling but crying.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. You know, the more you know. Okay. May, what about you?
Um, Hi everybody, I'm May Lubetkin. I'm science manager on Nautilus for this cruise and in the science row for 8 to 12. I live in France, so I'm going to pick a French one that I like using a lot. It's MDR, which the letters in English are MDR, and it's kind of like LOL, but as Ant was just describing his kind of maximum laughter emoji being a skull, I think this really fits in. In French, the acronym is mort de rire, which means like death by laughter.
Ah, interesting.
So yeah, that one's used a lot, and people would actually say it aloud, and they would say MDR.
And
MDR. I'm going to use that. MDR.
yeah,
Yeah,
same. Let's take that back to RO and
Yeah, replace LOL with
yeah,
MDR.
let's do it.
yeah, it's pretty fun. All right, over to TJ.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Top of the morning, actually. My name is TJ. Um, stands for Tonga Junior. I work with the Cook Islands Seabed Minerals Authority, and my background is around marine environmental science. I work in a technical division alongside Dr. John Parianos and Rima Brown, and we have a team of 13 in our whole office back at home. So what we do is we're the governing body for seabed minerals activities within the Cook Islands exclusive economic zone. So yeah, again, a pleasure to be part of this cruise. And I guess for me, the acronym I would use most commonly while texting is SMH. Does anyone want to have a
Oh, I know
guess
that one, but I
what
didn't
that
at first.
means?
Shaking my head.
Yes, shaking my head or smack my head, because
Smack my head?
I come across a lot of people who just can't put two and two together.
Yeah.
Smack my
So
head.
How
smack
dare you
my
talk
head.
about Rima that way?
Is that why you were saying about Uma?
I didn't say that, Emma. David, okay? But yeah.
Smack my head.
It's a good one.
All right, we have Johan. Would you like to take it away?
Sure, yeah. Hey everyone, my name's Johan Becker. I'm the navigator on this 8 to 12 watch. Probably one of my most used is probably just OTW on the way.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you're just almost there and someone's trying to text you and coordinate something, and you can just be like, OTW, I'll be there in 5 minutes and we can figure this out in person.
Or if you're still at the house and you want them to think that you're on the way.
Yeah, you want them to think you're 5 minutes away. Yeah.
Do you ever use OMW or OTW?
Oh.
Because I've seen a lot of OMW on my way. Yeah.
No, but I can see how that would be equally useful.
It would be really cool too.
Yeah.
All right, and over to our pilot.
Morning, folks. My name's Dave O'Hara, current Hercules pilot, Little Herc pilot. When it comes to all that texting kind of thing, I'm kind of over abbreviations. I'm ex-military, so I guess my favorite one would be DSM SMR.
Yep.
Don't see me, see my relief.
Oh.
That's cool.
That sounds hardcore.
Don't see me, see
DSM
my relief.
SMR.
I don't even know what it means.
And when you do text that to your wife, what does she say?
That's a question you probably have to ask her, but
That's a cool
I'm
one.
not going to incriminate myself in any way for a change.
Okay, and over to our co-pilot.
Good morning. My name's Todd Gregory. I'm currently sitting in the Atalanta seat. And I don't use a lot of abbreviations, but I do like the one TLDR. Oh, yeah. Too
That's
long,
a
great didn't read.
Yeah. It's a good
Oh,
one.
I always have to Google that one. I might be reading a Reddit blog or some other forum, and then I'll see replies or comments that say TLDR, and I think I've Googled that maybe 7 times because I just keep forgetting what it is.
Yeah, that's a
TLDR.
good one.
They often have a semicolon in between the TL and the DR
Yeah.
as well, which I always thought was kind of extra.
Great for the semicolon.
Yeah.
When else is it getting used?
You know,
That
every
button?
time I want to use a semicolon and I put it in, I'm like, that is exactly how you use a semicolon. I always remove it because I just feel like I'll be judged for using a semicolon. They're
It
so
goes in-
underrated.
And with the tilde is our Mount Rushmore of lightly used.
Our niche punctuation.
All right, Ed, your time to shine.
All right. So my name is Ed McNichol. I'm over here at the video position. I'm video operations manager for OET. And I don't think this is something that people actually use. I have my phone set up, so if I type TYVM, it spells it out as thank you very much.
Oh.
But
TYVM.
But the one that I do use, I think people understand, is TIA for thanks in advance.
Oh.
Yeah. And I should probably wrap up probably about 2.5 weeks late on this one. I should be mentioning to you guys that when we're doing introductions, I'm putting all of your cameras out on Sat 3.
Oh, nice.
Sorry about that. Should have mentioned that earlier.
I would have done my hair if I had known.
I can get the makeup and hair people back up here. With the
Oh.
C47. Oh, wait, you weren't here for that one.
Well, TIA for that tomorrow camera.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you know the acronym for makeup and hair? MUH.
Is it actually?
Yeah, I live with a makeup and hair artist.
Bruh.
MUH.
Do you know where you get food on
Mwah.
a set?
Craft services.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to know where craft services is.
Yeah. Sandy and I are always going over there doing our crafts, and we're like, what's all this
You
food doing
should
on my table?
Show up with glue.
We have someone commented on TJ's acronym, the SMH, which is shake my head or smack my head. I'm going to change it to smack my head. I like that one. Someone says, that means so much hate. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
No.
Whoa, no.
Yeah.
I've never heard
Oh,
that
you've
one.
been sending something out to the
Oh,
world.
To
no.
Rima. That's crazy. What would you...
No. We have to change that, guys.
Yeah, smack my head like face
Just
palm.
smack my head. Yeah,
Yeah.
like face palm.
Are we
Face
going to
palm.
finish
Oh, I do like that
introductions?
emoji.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it's
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Smack
Oh.
my
for.
head.
Smack my head.
Scratch my head when you're confused.
We've got one more.
Ah, yes. Aaron, this is your time to shine.
We gotta fill Aaron in on what we're doing.
Oh yes.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I just got back on the channel, so you'll need to fill me in. What I missed?
We are introducing ourselves, and
Okay.
the topic this morning before our introductions was acronyms. So someone in the comments section suggested that along with our intros, we can also introduce our favorite acronym, like laugh out loud, lol,
Oh,
or ROFL,
Like texting acronyms.
texting acronyms.
yeah.
Or
unfortunately,
emoji.
Yeah, mine's probably not safe for the live feed.
Then do your second one.
Start with an
Your
S.
second favorite.
No, it's read the manual, but you know.
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. There's another word in there.
Read the good manual.
You know, as a
RTGM.
product manufacturer, this does come up occasionally. That it's like, well, we've done a good job trying to document that very issue that you're running
Read the
into.
favorite manual.
Read our favorite manual. Yes. Well, for the first part of the question, my name's Aaron Steiner. I'm the Director of Engineering and General Manager at Deep Sea Power and Light. I'm along in the cruise here at NA-176 in the Cook Islands, supporting a field trial of our MXD CCAM UHD imaging system that is currently fitted on Little Herc.
You know, going back to your favorite one that you use at work, my lovely spouse will have a new, I don't know, washer, dryer, car, whatever, for a year or two, and she'll go, you know, if you do this, it does that. I'll say, that's a great tip. You should put those all in a book and call it, oh, I don't know, owner's manual.
I think it's
'Cause
great.
I read them religiously, and she's never seen one.
My wife doesn't, read the manual either. So, like, every year I can show her like a new trick, like I'm magic. So I got the car. If you just touch the door here, it unlocks, and she's like, "Whoa!"
I saw a clip of a dad of like a middle schooler who they got a new car and it had a display on the in front of the driver of what the currently playing song was, and he started going, "Oh, I love Olivia Rodriguez," or whatever, and his kids were like, "Whoa, how do you know about it?" Like, it was all in front of him, and he never knew that. They never figured out that he was just reading. They just thought he was so hip to music.
I did that with
I'm
my
guilty of
kids when we would go in a parking lot and I would like yell out, "Car, where are you?" And then I'd hit the unlock button so it'd go toot toot.
Oh, that's good. I think the worst parenting tip I heard was telling your kids when the ice cream truck is playing music, it means they're out of ice cream.
Oh, I love that. I've never seen like the great children migration at the beach when the ice cream truck
Yeah.
comes and they're just like all sprinting. First sprinting to their parent, "Can I have some money?"
I just want to share this comment from Lisa. She says, "The worst is when I try to use an abbreviation, but my autocorrect turns it into a curse word and I don't catch it before I send it." The reason why I want to share this is because her autocorrect is spelt auto-carrot. Your autocorrect isn't working, Lisa. It says auto-carrot.
Which is short for autonomous underwater carrot, which we do use in the exploration community for exploration purposes.
Adam, we've got a question for you. Do you forecast that we'll see textures like lava lobes and pillow lava on this sea mount?
Yes. They will be muted by thick carapace of iron manganese crust, but undoubtedly we will be able to identify those volcanic landforms.
We saw quite a lot of that 2 dives ago.
Yeah. You want to know what all the range of volcanic landforms we might see? We got time to kill.
Is this like where you
break into
launch
a song?
a Tom Weir type song
Dun,
about
dun. See
subsea?
my pillow, see my pillow.
Adam, you should have told me. I would have bought the uke with me.
So the kind of 3 primary volcanic landforms are called pillows, lobate, and sheet flows. And what's really interesting is that what they tell you primarily is how fast the lava was moving or how quickly it was coming out of the ground. Because what you're seeing is like a competition between the desire to flow and the restraining capabilities of the crust as the lava cools. So it's a competition between motion and quenching. And when the motion is slower, the quenching kind of wins, and it forms a carapace around a small ball or pillow of lava, and then has to break out to form a new one. When it's moving more quickly, those pillows can expand, and as they expand, they become less equant in shape like a pillow, and they kind of flatten out into these large lobes. And when the motion is very quick, the crust does very little to stop the motion, and it spreads out as a thin sheet. In terms of kind of constructional mounds like this, we'll probably mostly see pillows because they tend to build things up as you kind of add pillow upon pillow upon pillow, whereas lobate and sheet flows tend to spread out across the seafloor. And I'll stop there until we see more stuff.
I'm noticing there's a lot of bed terminology there.
Yeah,
Pillows and sheets.
yeah, that's
Are they
right.
blankets?
You can occasionally see a duvet volcanic landform. No, that's interesting. Why is that the case?
Sleepy volcanologist.
There you go, TJ. Is that TJ? Is she free? No,
No, I'm not free.
it's not free.
But yes, TJ is here.
It's TJ1.
TJ1, yes, guys.
TJ1 Kenobi.
You got to put it down as TJ1.
We have quite a few visitors with us
Test.
this morning as we are descending with our ROVs, the Atalanta and the Little Herc again. This is our 2nd dive of this leg. We have friends in the US, Canada, UK, Denmark, Germany, Czech Republic, Vietnam, Ukraine, Puerto Rico, Aotearoa, New Zealand, it's probably just me, Norway, Mexico, Italy, Finland, Spain, Chile, Cook Islands, Switzerland, Austria, and Argentina. I think that is the
That's awesome.
that's the most diverse, or the most countries involved in during my watch, our watch. Sorry, 18.
I think we just might need Africa and Antarctica, and we've got all the continents there.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
close.
you're right.
Have we ever had someone from Antarctica?
Read
I
this.
wouldn't be surprised.
We, I don't know if you can call it a viewer, but we just did an interaction with the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And the
count.
ocean exploration community is pumping out astronauts like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of astronauts who were oceanographers and other ocean scientists and engineers first.
When there's a bit of a tradition to name vessels after spaceships and spaceships after vessels.
And vessels after vessels.
And vessels
A
after
lot
vessels.
of that.
So on the, oh, never mind. I kind of screwed up my little like audio machine.
You
and
have
then it
a
just went back to-
soundboard there?
Yeah, but it went back to normal.
Oh.
We're good.
It's a weird way that those locations show up in that list that you read.
Yeah.
It's
I hit
jumps all over. It seems like it goes from like Vietnam to Czech Republic. It's like,
yeah, well, it's not alphabetical.
yeah.
It's maybe by time of joining or something like that.
It's always strange to me if when you go to a country and their name for the country isn't what you think the country's called. Like in their native tongue.
Yeah.
Germany, Deutschland.
Poland,
Yeah.
Polska.
Oh, right. Just acknowledging one of the requests to video highlight that talk of yours, Dr. Adam Saul, talking about the pillows,
Yeah?
the blankets. Yeah,
They like it?
yeah. I've highlighted it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We've got a question. 60 minutes to bottom. 60 minutes to bottom. Is that true?
60 or 16?
60.
That's about right.
Roughly-ish.
A little bit more, maybe.
A little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, I think a bit more. But definitely on this watch. Definitely maybe on this watch.
There is a menu in the ROV thing where we can put in the target depth, and it'll tell us basically what time we'll get there, but
Excellent.
Wow. That was a bunch of words that didn't make sense to me.
Which ones?
Layer limiter quibble mapper.
Right. Oh, we've got a shout out from some sea ice in Antarctica. We do have people from Antarctica. It's a joke. They're actually from California, but we can accept it. We've reached Antarctica. We believe you. 100%.
I spent some time in Antarctica.
Really? How was it? Cool?
Cold. But I was camping in the dry valleys for 5 weeks, riding around snowmobiles and looking at just the very old surfaces in the dry valleys. The surface of the ground there has been exposed for millions of years, and in fact, the rocks have been shaped by the wind. They have these cool, like, polygonal structures just from dust blowing over them and basically grinding them away by the motion of the air.
Wow.
That was cool.
You could write a book on that and call it Shaped by the Wind. That sounds like an
Shaped by the
epic book
Wind.
title.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Shaped by the
second
Wind.
that.
Sounds like an anime title by Studio Ghibli.
Ooh. What would the story of Shaped by the Wind, the anime, be? Oh, so there's got to be someone who's like very like isolated and lonesome,
Yeah.
and they discover true friendship. I've never watched the end of an anime, apparently. I don't know what happens to the lonesome person.
Discover Post-its.
I was on the same vibe there. Someone that is like a castaway lost somewhere, okay? They're in a survival setting. They need to, this is beyond their day-to-day life, their expertise, but as they confront the challenges of our harsh natural environments, they adapt. And in essence, as the film progresses, they become resilient and
if you would, shaped by the wind.
they were shaped by the wind.
Yes.
Okay, I think I would go with a different approach. I would
Okay.
say that the characters are all geological features.
Oh.
And one is kind of feeling misunderstood as like a sand dune and being scattered and moving across different areas and can't seem to figure out what their form and purpose is.
Oh, wow. That's
And
deep.
eventually they realize that they're shaped by the wind and
Wow.
providing habitats in different ways. But they come in contact with other rocks and life, and as a little sand grain they move around the world and see different forms of rocks. So as you progress through the movie, you learn about geology and different habitats.
Okay, here's a little twist also for the movie. Turns out the wind, which has just been this passive force, is a character in itself.
Exactly.
And the sand grain and the wind become friends.
And they're shaped by each other.
And they're in the end, aren't we all shaped by each other?
And voiced by Morgan Freeman.
And then they have babies called a sandstorm.
Yes, sure. I don't know what kind of anime you're watching. That sounds nasty.
No, I really like that sand dune one. I really like that idea.
There was an anime my kids watched that had a geologist in it who was like Dr.
Stone?
Dr. Stone, yes.
It is such a good anime.
It was really cool. He would be like, science.
Yes, it is all about science. It is so cool.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone. I haven't finished it. It progresses quite, not romantically, but obviously, well, it's an anime. It's unrealistic, but it is actually fascinating in the way it promotes science to the audiences.
Yeah.
It's creative and fun. Believe me, I found it creative and fun.
Dr. Stone. Yeah, that was cool, man. I couldn't believe that.
Adam, Popungi Manea team. I woke up, went to the gym, went fishing, ran a marathon, flew to Auckland and back, and we're still in blue water. This is a different dive, Rima. You've missed out on 2 other dives, so
Rima!
you need to catch up.
If you really enjoy this and you want to watch it all the time, you can find a swatch of Pantone 1938-47 deep blue and carry that with you. I think that's exactly the color in the center of the screen.
Occasionally you want to sprinkle some salt and have it fall down in front of that blue.
Yeah, yeah.
Should be a filter for that.
Oh, what if we made a, oh my gosh, great idea, guys. A Nautilus snow globe where it's just blue inside and you shake it and then you can watch the marine snow fall.
I think we're
And
gonna
flocculate.
call these
Yes.
Adam's $1 million ideas.
Yeah, right.
Snow globe for every environment.
To our audience, we are roughly expecting the ROVs to reach the bottom perhaps just over an hour from now. Just over an hour. We're currently at 3,260 meters with a little hook. And I think we are expecting a maximum depth around 4,800 meters.
Not quite as deep as yesterday's dive.
It does strike me that there's never been an easier time to make a snow globe. With 3D printers, you could just 3D print the thing you want inside and the base. Then you get a glass ball somewhere, I don't know. That part seems as hard as it's ever been. Sorry, got stuck on snow globes
There's
there.
If you take sand,
one
get
of-
really, really, really hot.
Yes, yes. Wait for lightning.
Shaped by wind.
And shaped by wind.
You blow it out into a half
Shaped
dome.
by wind. That's the ending of the film.
Shaped
Of the
by wind
anime.
is,
So we're gonna
is
have
really a
We're
documentary
gonna
about
have-
making snow globes.
Adam's learning how to make a snow globe.
Oh.
One
There's a
of
series- yeah,
John
go
Lasseter's early animations was called Knick Knack, and it's about the snowman inside a snow globe. trying to get out to get to the person in the beach snow globe beside him.
Oh.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
That was a niche reference.
There's some
Yes.
videos online
It's a
that
classic.
I'm sure designed to like capture my attention, and they're not power washing. Those have gotten me already. I love watching people power wash stuff.
Do you know about SB mowing? SB power washing?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Oh,
But the ones I'm
tell you
thinking
about
of,
that later.
they have, it's like some Asian country, and they're crafting clay, ceramic items, but it follows them from like getting the clay and making it and forming it and firing it, and I cannot stop. It's like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh my God.
It's a YouTube channel, right?
I don't know where I think I don't really look at YouTube that much, but I do kind of scroll through Reddit every once in a while, so I think that's where I probably saw it. But it probably came from YouTube.
We've got a question here. In the last dive, we saw a white animal in a round mud tube. I know that wasn't on our watch. I saw it too.
Yeah.
And we did talk about it yesterday. Did anyone manage to find out what that might be?
I think it's a polychaete of some kind, but
Some sort of polychaete.
I'm not really sure.
Was it sitting?
It wasn't with the...
Did it make the tube?
We think,
Yes.
well, it definitely, the tubes were definitely biogenic, but we didn't, I don't think anyone saw the thing that made it.
Oh, so it was a tube as in a tube of sediment?
It
or
almost
a tube?
looked like a tiny tube worm, but it was made of sediment on the ground.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And
I
it had a
see.
white organism just at the tip.
Oh,
Yeah.
did it? I
and
didn't
then
see
it
that.
skedaddled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
shot back in.
Interesting. Yeah.
Got a bit camera shy, I think.
Did anyone see the little white thing? Aaron, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Did it look like a polychaete?
We really only saw not very much of the
Just the
organism,
tip.
but yeah,
Yeah.
it did seem like it had kind of a different kind of appendage in the front, but then there was a more regular appendage kind of going down the side, but it was, maybe the opening on the tube was a couple of centimeters. I think I was estimating about 1.5 centimeters. So they weren't huge, but we got some great zooms of it.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
We'll have to go through the imagery to
Nice.
pull some of those out.
We've got another question here. What part of the ocean has the biggest variation in topography? Trenches and not just flat ocean grounds, especially in deeper depths.
I was not listening to the beginning of that question. Sorry. Can you start that over?
No, here's the challenge. You have to make up the question based on the ending.
Well, okay, so in that case, I would say no. Everything on a bun is not a burger.
Wow. Wow. No, this one says, what part of the ocean has the biggest variation in topography?
So that's an interesting question, because variation in topography can mean so many things. If it means what part of the ocean has the largest range in depth over the shortest distance, that would have to be deep sea trenches, of course, because the depth part is extreme, right? Up to 11 kilometers down from the sea surface. But there's lots of places with very rugged topography. So a slow spreading mid-ocean ridge can have an axial valley that's 3 kilometers deep and 1 kilometer wide. That's a big change over an even shorter distance. Transform faults are, of course, can be very rough. Even canyons on continental shelves can be some extreme variations in topography. So I don't know that there is a place I would call that has the greatest variation in topography. I would say there's these domains of the deep ocean that have their own unique topographic characteristics, and each are pretty cool. Can I end it that way? That sounded dumb. I just didn't know
That
what
was
I was
not
going to
dumb.
go say next. But
No, not at all.
yeah, that's like choosing your favorite child.
We also got a lovely comment. Hey, just found your page. Love what you guys do. My fiance and I share the love of the ocean together, and I wanted to take her on something like this that's educational as well as interactive. Do you guys charge for trips, or how could I go about getting on board with you guys to help out on a journey?
Yeah, so we don't take passengers on these expeditions. This is everyone on board has a job to do, has a certain expertise to help them do that job.
At least one job to
At
do.
least one job. But there are, I think, kind of science-based kind of passenger trips. I think of like the Lindblad
Yeah, that would
expeditions.
be my recommendation.
That would be a really cool one, and they're in awesome places. And some of the folks who work on Nautilus spend time working on those as well. Trying to think of a trip you could go on that would have a ROV. I don't really know of any.
Not so much on the ROV front, but manned submersibles. There's
Yeah.
quite a lot that do it, especially down through Antarctica and things like that.
Yeah, the deep
Scenic
rovers.
cruises do it. EOS do a lot that are yachts are chartered for scientific research expeditions, and they do take paying passengers that are there to do some of the work as well, to be fair. They've got all sorts going on. EOS is a good one to keep an eye on. They have a lot with a lot of different yachts.
You can probably find people who have gone on those expeditions at Formula One races, polo matches.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you did want to like volunteer to work,
Aquarius.
I bet there would be places you could do it. Yeah, and if you started locally and then kind of got to know the people and then ended up on a bigger expedition, that would be a
Big
great
one
way to
for
do
a
it.
lot of those is making sure that you've got some of the tickets you need. Ideally, sea survival and medicals. You've got to have those to go on a lot of those vessels if you're part of the staff, be that volunteer or paid.
Yeah, you have to go through all that training, or you can get Photoshop.
Well, there's a couple of internship opportunities too, right?
Yeah, that's right. So on Nautilus, they OET runs an internship program for people interested in and with expertise in video engineering, engineering related to the submersibles, science communication, and straight up science. So on the nautiluslive.org website, you can find the links to those. And I actually think the application season is open, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it here. And I can't find it. But yeah.
Let's join us,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, click join. Oh, there we are. Join us at sea. So if you guys join in on the nautiluslive.org, there's the icon there called join. Take a look at that, and there should be a link to learn more about the opportunities. Feel free to explore that.
And congratulations on your engagement.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you for joining us, both of you. Oh, TJ, I've got a question for you, mate. Are you ready, spaghetti?
Hit me.
All right. Why would the area of the Cook Islands be diverse or interesting to explore?
What's the question again?
Why would the area of the Cook Islands be diverse or interesting to explore?
Well, I think the Pacific Ocean, for one, is interesting on its own, and I think with the Cook Islands having, well, from my knowledge, of course, having the third biggest exclusive economic zone especially blessed with mineral resources for possible economic diversity, would be great to explore. And from what I've experienced with my work at the Cook Islands Seabed Minerals Authority, I've come across people like my colleagues, John and Rima Brown, who have done some great pioneering work in creating maps that have been done for the very first time, and showing the seafloor, what the seafloor looks like in the Cooks. And I guess, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you want to explore the Cook Islands? I don't know if anyone else wants to jump in and add on that.
Well, those maps that Rima and John have produced show the kind of potential habitats around the Cook Island, and there's lots of them, right? So it depends on, you know, what's happening in the surface ocean, the primary productivity that provides kind of food sources for the deep ocean. It matters what the shape of the seafloor is. Seamounts and abyssal plains will probably see that difference today. And, you know, one of the reasons is the ocean is, and especially the deep ocean, is incredibly undersampled. Almost every time we go down, there's a good chance we're going to find an organism that's new to science. And so we can stop exploring the seafloor when we've explored enough of it that we found everything. And we are a long, long way from that. It won't be, you know, me or my children or Tonga's future children or their children, right? It's a generational challenge to understand our own planet.
To say nothing of the water column.
The water, just know that the ocean covers 2/3 of the planet. So the seafloor it represents 2/3 of the surface of the planet that's habitable. But when you consider the volume of the ocean, it's 99.9% of the habitable volume on this planet is blue water, just like we're seeing right now.
And the statistic with the ROVs, right, is roughly we've explored 0.01% of that with the ROVs.
Yeah.
So there's still so much to learn.
Yeah.
Still so much to learn.
One of the things we were doing when I was on an three expeditions out in the QCed, so again it's all linked to minerals and nodules research, was the pelagic surveys going from the surface to seafloor at 1 meter a minute, moving with the current or 0.1 of a knot above current speed, so we could actually get some of these critters into the view of the camera. For you guys think this is slow going? Right. Doing that from surface down to, I think it was 4,300 meters, which was 5 meters above seabed.
Wow.
Logging and cataloging every critter that went through the camera view.
Sounds like a great job for artificial intelligence.
It does. I think that was a big part of what they were beginning to do, was try and create programs that could automatically identify some of the things that we were seeing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, the Jams Tech guys were working on that. I'm not sure how far ahead they've come with it at this point, but
I think that was Dougal Lindsay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, so AI great for dull, dirty, and dangerous, and that sounds like the former.
Yeah, but it was eye-opening, and just how much biodiversity there is through the water column. Doesn't look like there's an awful lot there when you're looking at this at the moment, but it's absolutely jam-packed full of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone saw the news yesterday on
About Diane Keaton?
I have no idea who that is.
She's an American actress who passed away a couple
Oh,
days ago.
no. Rest in peace, Diane. No, the news that I saw yesterday was on how the Cook Islands is the first Pacific nation to extend their seafloor
The
EEZ,
continental, yeah, extended continental shelf, yeah.
including the entire Manihiki Plateau. That's quite interesting.
Yeah, so that added, I don't know, just looking in my mind's eye, I think maybe 10 to 15% more EEZ added. It's up on the northern part of the EEZ.
Yeah, like 300, just north of 300,000 square meters,
Square kilometers.
square kilometers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know how that works.
So if you have a landform that starts within your EEZ, you are allowed to extend your EEZ to include the fullness of that landform. So for where this started was with continental shelves, and so the continental shelves extended beyond the 200 miles from the coastline, which is kind of the default EEZ, and so there.
Or
Been
like midway between, if you're sharing waters with the,
yeah, that's right.
which
Yeah,
is true for the Cook Islands.
yeah. So so that set the precedent. That if you had these landforms, you can extend a certain distance along them. But there's lots of good examples of this. Like if you look at Galapagos, which is part of Ecuador, there are these two ridges that extend off of Galapagos, the Nazca and Cocos ridges, and they extend all the way back to Central and South America, and you know, theoretically could be part of that EEZ, but I think there's lots of debates and arguments and about how that goes, but that's cool.
Mm. Yeah, I'm looking at the article now. That's a large area. It's a really large area. Is this high seas? Is this any country here? Forgive my
No,
ignorance.
the like between the other EEZs and the Manihiki, nope.
Yeah, you got Kiribati, Jarvis Island, Tokelau. It's a large area. And I suspect that wouldn't be the entire water column, right? It would just be, there must be some sort of depth limit.
No, goes all the way up to the sea surface.
Wow.
And if you drive over it, you see those beautiful lines right on the top of the ocean.
Those yellow lines?
I mean, the reality is like drawing lines in the ocean is kind of crazy, right? Like the fish don't care. They swim back and forth. The water moves back and forth, but as a species, we tend to like to put a boundary on things.
Yeah, I remember talking to an old tattoo artist who spent a part of his youth studying motifs from across the region, and one of the things he came to accept was that no one could really claim, from all his visits across the region, no one could really claim at what point, like where do you draw the line that this design came from the Cook Islands, or this design came from Tahiti, this design came from Samoa, because there were no lines back then to distinguish who was who and their boundaries, and there was a lot of intra-island voyages, so it was a constant exchange of designs and of course linguistics. It's quite fascinating. Sounds laborious to go draw these lines out on the water anyway.
Yeah, you paint them and they seem to disappear.
Yeah. Wow. Earlier this morning, I I sat in on the previous watch for during their last hour, and someone brought up the topic of corned beef. And I was an advocate for it. It's steak in a can in the Cook Islands, tinned cow.
Oh.
And I might have let it slip that corned beef is better than spam. And now someone 2.5 hours later has said spam is far better.
Huh. I'm not even going to weigh in. They're both
Yeah.
like so far down my list. Like which one is better is immaterial.
Well, the obvious answer is corned beef.
But if you
Yeah.
move to Hawaii, you're going to have to get on that spam train, you
Yeah.
know?
What,
Get
it's
some
like spam musubis?
Spam
Musubi,
musubi.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did have someone tune in from Hawaii, and I felt pressure to apologize for having the superior.
I think I saw some in the mess. Is that yours?
No, that's Eva's. And I
Ah.
asked who it belonged to, and when I realized that it was Eva's, I thought, no, it's mine now.
Yep.
That thing was 16 bucks an ice ducky.
Really?
I could get a whole steak for 16 bucks. A real one, a real steak.
Yeah, but if you like, we can put it in a can for you if that makes you more comfortable.
You can grab that jar of Vegemite too.
Are you a hater on Vegemite?
I'm neutral. As long as it stays in the jar, we don't have a problem.
My dog's best friend is named Marmite. And we asked why, and they said because people can either, take her, they either love her or hate her, so.
Marmite,
Marmite.
but Pa won't.
What?
Marmite.
Oh.
Sorry, that was terrible. Morning, April. Thank you for joining us again.
So we're at 3,800 meters. Just another 1,000 or so to go, and we'll be down on the seafloor.
We've got a comment here. Your expeditions are so educational. Kilauea volcano currently erupting produces hydrogen flames. They always refer to our underwater explorations of hydrogen columns. Then the connection is made.
Oh, yeah, Kilauea is going off right now.
Where's that?
That's the main active volcano on the big island of Hawaii.
Ah, right.
And it is currently producing lava fountains that extend over 1 kilometer in height. This is the largest lava fountain since, I'd say, Kilauea-Iki erupted in the, I guess late 80s. Or maybe, no, before that, because 83 is when the Pu'uo'o eruption started.
Wow, I'm just looking at it on Google. Fantastic.
It's awesome. The folks out there are getting quite a show.
I've never seen an active volcano before.
Oh man, it was pretty formative for me. That's where I fell in love with volcanoes, was on Kilauea. I did most of my PhD research there, and very special place for me.
That's where Ashton's working.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for his professional life of being a volcanologist there to combine with his personal hobby of blowing glass.
Oh.
That would be a real, just use the volcano as a kiln.
Yeah, it's pretty hard because
your feet are melting while you're doing it.
Well, it's not clean glass, right? So it ends up too many impurities and it doesn't hold its form all that well, but you can, I have seen a little bit of it.
That's good, cool.
I used to do a bit of glass work with volcanic glass and rocks.
Uh-huh.
I think you just kind of have to work with the fact that you're not working with like studio glass and kind of embrace the chunky, interesting features that you get out of it.
Right.
But it's pretty cool, like a lot of volcanic glass, if you crush it up and then like melt it into clear studio glass, then it creates kind of a green tint. There's one really nice glass studio in Japan that has figured out how to do it really like refined. So they make these like green tinted glassware that's all like from volcanic glass, which is really cool. But I was able to go as far to get that green color, but it was pretty hard to like blow it into anything because there were still impurities. So the other way to go would be to blow the glass and then roll it in like crumbled lava.
Oh yeah.
So I did some of that too.
Is that the Vesuvianite? Someone commented the Vesuvianite. The green.
Oh, that's like a mineral, but
yeah,
but this is actually the glass takes on the greenish.
It's
greenish
it's
color.
the structural color that you get from like volcanic glass. So it's not actually a mineral. Like it looks, if you just looked at it, it would look dark, like it's like a rock, like kind of dark black.
Like a rock.
Like it looks kind of like obsidian, but this was from like deep sea volcanoes. And then if you crush up the glass and mix it with clear glass, like really, really, really hot, then it cools into kind of a greenish tint. And it's just the way that glass absorbs and reflects light. It's kind of a structure instead of a pigment, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
But it's not as cool as matrix glass, right?
Well, it involves matrix glass. Yeah.
So Adam, for our viewers watching from across the globe, can you describe to me what we're seeing here?
Yes. Yes. So what are they seeing? So on one feed, you're seeing a view of some gauges on the vehicle.
No,
Those aren't they seeing that?
No, that's the multi-viewer. If you put KVM vid 1, you'll see the sat feed.
Which one?
KVM vid 1.
Beep, 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 beep,
Or
beep.
vid KVM 1.
You can hold down Control and 9 or 8.
I'm on top, and then it's sort of in the middle.
Should get you there
No.
too.
Vid KVM 1.
No.
You don't have it?
No. I only have vid KVM 2.
Oh. Try that.
Which is this.
Oh yeah, okay, that's not it. Sorry, Ed, what was the control one?
Oh, will it be quad?
Is 1, 9
Quad,
is
yeah,
2.
quad. Boom, there we go.
go.
All right. Okay, so on the quad, you're seeing 2 views of blue water. On satellite feed 1, you're seeing the view from Little Hercules, so that's coming through the Deep Sea Power and Light MXD camera or imaging system. That's a 4K or ultra high definition imaging system that will really shine once we get down to the seafloor. On satellite feed 2, you're looking at the view from Atalanta. So this is the vehicle that sits above Little Hercules. It is directly connected to the ship via a steel armored fiber optic cable, and Little Hercules is connected to that vehicle via a neutrally buoyant tether. So the way the system works is that Atalanta, directly connected to the ship, absorbs a lot of the heave of the ship. It moves up and down and isolates Little Hercules from that motion. Satellite feed 3 is a quad that shows both of those two views that we just mentioned, along with the view out of the back of Atalanta and Little Hercules. So you can see that neutrally buoyant tether floating in both of those images. And the reason that we like to have those images is it helps us understand the relative positions of the two vehicles when we're going down or going up. In order to keep them from interacting with each other, we like to have them streamed out. So you see on the upper left quad, you can see Little Hercules in the distance. Its shadow, its little silhouette there is produced because its lights are pointing forward. And then on the other image, you can see, I'm trying to see what exactly that light is. So that's going to be the light from Atalanta. I just my brain's a little confused about where that is relative to the tether. Anyway, that's what we're seeing there. And those are the 3 feeds. What is the tether made of? Well, the tether contains a bunch of, I think 3 copper conductors, so 3 copper wires, and 3 fibers for communication, so optical fibers. And then it has a series of essentially layers on top of that business core that give it strength and resistance to abrasion and keep it neutrally buoyant. And those materials are different things like plastic, Kevlar, and other stuff, right?
I've actually gotten very familiar with the inner construction of the
All right, why don't you give us a
umbilical.
little treatise on
Just
tether.
a few days ago, I helped the ROV team build a brand new one to go between Atalanta and Little Hercules. So you're right, there's 3 primary conductors, and actually the core of each of those conductors is where each of the 3 fibers is located. So it's called a copper-light conductor, and it has basically a copper jacketed fiber conductor. So high voltage electricity goes out over the 3 conductors, and then each of the 3 fibers is used for data connectivity between us here on the 3 vans on top of EV Nautilus and the vehicles down below. So those 3 conductors are actually embedded in a silicone extrusion, and that's actually what gets routed directly from the umbilical anchor point on the vehicle to the tether anchor point on the vehicle to the junction box where it gets distributed to the various power and data systems. And then that, as you were saying, is covered in many, many layers of tightly wound fiber. I don't think it was Kevlar, it was white, so I think it might be...
Keep talking, I'm gonna go grab a piece of it and then we can show people. Hold on.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a box of it around here somewhere, maybe in the studio. Did you get a piece to keep?
Yeah, it is Spectra.
Spectra,
Fiber.
yeah, that's the word. So Spectra fiber, and that forms the strength member of the umbilical. There's multiple layers. They're counterwoven in different directions to prevent it from twisting and providing additional kind of uniform tensile load on the material. And then Todd, what's the outer jacket made out of again?
It's trademark name Hydril. It's
Hydril.
a plastic made by DuPont.
Ed, can you fire up my
Um,
little camera? I can show him the tether.
I've got that, but I'm going to use the larger one to
Oh,
get
okay.
in there, I think. Give me just a sec. Aaron, did you get a piece of that to keep?
No.
We'll hook you up.
Okay.
If you want some.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
All right, Adam, you're good. So you can see it
Oh yeah.
on sat 3 now.
Where?
Yeah.
Where? This.
It's above the navigator. The navigator. No.
Oh. Yes.
There you
Right.
go. There you go.
Right. So here's a look at the tether in the outer jacket. It's kind of hard.
it's like a hard plastic. It's very abrasion resistant.
Right. And then there's the. Oh my gosh, my brain.
Yeah, so
What
that
the
lighter
inside of
section
it looks like.
are all the layers of spectrofiber, and then that inner
Yeah, I
darker
know, it's
section is
still-
the silicone kind of inner cable that then has the 3 copper light conductors in it with the fibers embedded in the middles. Yeah, in the middle of those.
Cool.
Nice.
So lots of stripping back and cutting of fiber in order to get down to the center conductor, and then you have to terminate all the fibers, and it was a bit of a process. I think we got it done though in less than 5 hours. It was
Yeah.
not too bad.
And the fibers, you have to like polish the ends. Is that?
For the optical fiber?
Yeah.
Yeah, so part of the terminating the fiber optic lines is that we need to actually put a connector on there that allows us to interface with the systems on the vehicle. So yeah, that's a process of, I'd never used the system before, so it was a learning experience for me, but it's a hot melt. So there's basically like a little oven that you can put the connector in, and it has a hot melt glue in it. Heats it up, makes it transition from solid to liquid. You insert the fiber into the hot melt glue, you pull the connector out of the little oven, it cools down, hardens, and then there's a little bit of fiber kind of sticking out of the end of the connector. You use a tool called a cleaver that scores the glass, and then you can just lift the glass off and it makes a nice clean flat cut, and then you polish the end of that down to a perfect match with the ceramic ferrule that makes up the body of the connector.
Cool.
Lots of polishing. Our pilot for Little Herc here up in the front, Dave O'Hara, is quite the expert. He's got many thousands of fiber connection terminations under his belt, I think. He's a good teacher. I eventually got it. I kept breaking the fiber, but eventually got it.
Aaron, do you have any opportunities when you get back home to share either with community groups or even just your firm, your experience out here?
Yeah, in fact, later this afternoon we're doing a ship-to-shore event with the home office. So we're going to have a live feed through Zoom basically set up with all the folks at Deep Sea and Seascan, and yeah, I'm excited to share. I get lots of questions already, people that want to see images and things like that, but I'll have to kind of wait until we're back home to go through all the video that we've collected.
So we are being joined right now, just to let you know, by class of 4th graders, including Aaron's son, Jamie.
Oh,
So big shout out
Mrs.
to Jamie.
Orr's class is listening in.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Cool.
quick, get to the seafloor.
Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to see right now, but we're, what, about, just about 200 meters away from the seafloor.
And
How far is that at the school?
How far is that at the school?
How far is 200 meters?
That's like walking from the parking lot on the middle school to the parking lot
48,
on the
28,
elementary school
so
side.
600
so that's about
meters.
200
There you
meters.
go.
oh, and another commenter just finished 6 rows of crochet on a wool shawl. Thanks for the interesting descent. You're
Wool,
welcome.
huh?
I'm working a little bit of knitting out here myself.
I've seen some of the knitting that people have done with the XBD cast wire.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah, I had found a 3D printed cable winder. I was hoping that we could print that out and start making like cordage out of it to
Oh, cool.
make stuff with. So otherwise you've got all this copper fiber that just, or copper wire that just gets recycled, I guess, but ideally
Yeah, we have a recycling system.
boxes and boxes of these XPD casts.
Did you see our 3D printer down there?
I did.
So we use that for a lot of things, but
Especially Dan.
Dan has been printing everything. He's not here on this leg.
Truly everything.
He was printing just little parts bins that go inside all of our drawers in the RV workshop, and he was printing 6 at a time. And once he got the first one done, he started rolling them off, and they would print overnight. And every morning there was only 5. And he was trying to figure out what he had done wrong. It was always like the front right one just did not print. And he was checking his drawings, and he'd print it again, and overnight, and there'd be 5 the next day. And it was just driving him nuts. He went 5 or 6 days doing this. And finally he set up a camera to see, was the head even going over there? And the camera shows it printing 6 perfectly, and then a very recognizable hand coming in and removing the 6th one. Somebody had been snatching him out of there.
I think I've seen Dan's handiwork down in the ROV shop. Is that,
Yes.
is that accurate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably got LEDs inside of it. And you should see his state. He has his own permanently assigned stateroom here.
Wow.
He's got so much technology and toys, and he's a great shipmate. Worked with him for a long time.
My colleague Mikhail actually 3D printed a component for Little Herc that's on the vehicle right now. It's a little...
Oh, the snoot?
the snoot on the
Oh,
butt light of Little Herc just helps not blind at Atlanta when it's tracking Little Herc on the seafloor.
I wonder if you can get the plans to 3D print a 3D printer.
So early on in the 3D printer days, that was the goal, was to have
self-replicating.
Self-replicating 3D printers.
But they have metal bits that have to be metal, I think, because of the heat.
Yeah, there were always some parts that you had to buy, things like the extruder heads, the rails and things like that are used, bearings, in order to get smooth movement and everything. But it was always about getting the percentage of purchased items in the 3D printer down to a minimum so you could 3D print most of the components. Other than things like the electronics. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah, some of the bits, what's in here that's 3D? Oh, the monitor mounts on these computers are 3D printed.
Oh, nice.
And there's some, because this manufacturer knew that these rack mount computers were going on a vessel, they 3D printed additional card restraints on the inside to make sure they didn't vibrate out.
Yeah. We use several 3D printed components in the MXD CCAM. In the chassis, there's the mechanism that drops the 2X teleextender into the Canon lens. It has several 3D printed components because there are some awkward shapes that would be a challenge to machine. We're able to get a design that worked pretty well as just a 3D printed component. Lots of brackets internally that are 3D printed. The container that holds the desiccants inside the camera is kind of a 3D printed cage. Yeah, it's lots of parts like that. It's just far more effective at...
I like that thoughtful design where you incorporate elements for things based on how you know somebody's going to be using it. When Noah, and maybe I'm just, maybe it was just Todd, I don't know, designed their camera sled or clump weight, they incorporated a receptacle to hold cups for experiments and coloring and stuff directly into it, so you're not like tie wrapping a laundry bag to one of your instruments.
Ah,
And that's like one of the, I just like that thoughtful design that understands how the user is going to be deploying something.
well, speaking of which, I do have some styrofoam cups that I still need to try and deploy if we're able.
Yeah, that's probably goes through Renato or Josh.
Yeah.
Done it before. The we call them mannequin heads, but they're like the wig holder heads. Those are fun to shrink too. But they don't shrink uniformly, so they're kind of weird.
But if you shrink them multiple times, they tend to like even out.
Oh, is that the secret?
And if you have one of those, I love when people take like polypro line and stick it in the top, and it kind of like ends up being like hair on the top of it. It's pretty cool.
And the color from the markers becomes much more vibrant.
Yeah, the pigments get closer together.
Yes.
Yeah, all our artwork becomes much better when you shrink it down.
It's harder to see.
We made, so at deep sea we have several pressure chambers that we use to test our equipment to simulate the kind of depths that our equipment go to. And one year my wife and I made Christmas ornaments out of styrofoam balls.
Oh,
that we,
yeah.
decorated with markers and things like that.
I have like actually like bowls and bowls full of cups from different expeditions, lots that I made for my kids that they're, not all that interested in anymore, but it's kind of a cool little souvenir to have. But it's much harder to find a styrofoam cup on Cape Cod these days.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of places don't sell them anymore.
I have a case of 1,000 of them at deep sea just for occasions like that. So this is, if my son's 4th grade class is still listening in, a lot of them actually are familiar with this because back when they were kindergartners at their school, we did a live a demonstration of the pressure chambers over Zoom. And we stuck a camera and a light inside of our biggest pressure chamber, and I had sent cups to the school for the kids to decorate the week before, and got on the call. We actually got to watch in real time as the cups shrank in the pressure chamber. You could see the point where they became less buoyant and began to sink inside the chamber, and then when on the way back up, where they started floating again, was much shallower because they obviously lost a lot of their buoyancy to the air compacting and dissolving.
Yeah, you gotta find the cheapest styrofoam cups. They're
They
like
seem to
less
work
good
the
for
best.
drinking, but they shrink the best.
They shrink the best. The most expanded ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that are like high class styrofoam cups, they're like you only get like 20% shrinkage or something.
Maybe that's what they've done wrong. We do this with my son's Cub Scout den quite a bit too. We call it the shrinking machine. And they'll want to check out the pressure chambers. Deep sea is a fun place to have Cub Scout meetings.
It looks like a fun place, period. I was looking up here, and I was trying to look at where your address was, and instead came across the part of your site that's our campus.
We have 3 buildings.
It's serious.
Actually, I think it's officially now 4 buildings.
Oh, big announcement.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
But I have a thing that my wife works for a creative construction company, which is very hard to describe. But you can use this on your website because I know you talk about the size of your combined facility. Their website talks about their 40 million square inch facility. And I think that a lot of people probably just breeze right by that and don't catch
what place is it?
the unit.
What place is this?
This is where
that is Ed's wife's workplace.
It's run by it's very, very creative. Disney Imagineers started a business just to do that. No free plugs.
400 meters to bottom.
Nice.
We're getting close.
Oh, here it is. State-of-the-art 3.9 million square inch facility. I was pretty close.
It's gonna be 100. Let me just double check. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be 100. Yeah, which is the ship's heading, so dead on, dead ahead. And if you're looking at high pack, I did make 10-meter contours as well. So that's what's there now instead of the 50. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. And then we get onto it. Yep. Oh, nice. You guys shifted the camera a little bit. Nice.
Thrust.
300 meters to bottom.
Nice.
So someone online just noted they love tuning in to us and the live kelp forest cam from Monterey Bay Aquarium while they do schoolwork. It's the perfect combination to keep me happy and productive.
Ah,
Awesome, thank you.
Nice.
we've got a cool camera at the end of the Scripps Pier. So if you look up the Scripps Pier live feed, that we put in conjunction with I'm going to get this wrong, the Cool Lab.
The what?
Cool Labs, Coastal Ocean Observatory Lab.
Oh, cool.
Where was that?
Scripps.
Scripps.
Oh, it's Scripps.
Yep. And so we have one of our cameras
Can you jam your microphone
Yeah,
a little
bit
closer?
closer.
It's tough
Oh,
to hear.
there we go.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You almost have to eat the microphone.
Yeah,
for
you
it to
do.
work its best, yes. Yeah, so we donated a camera, and we have a light down there too. The Scripps Pier that's looking back kind of like towards, I believe towards the shore. I'm not quite sure of the orientation, but it's a live feed up 24/7. Don't see much at night because there's no light.
Huh.
It's not a see in the dark camera, but it's really cool. We see like cormorants diving. Sometimes we see other marine mammals, snorkelers,
Surfers.
not surfers so much, but the staff there at Scripps will sometimes go down and do maintenance on instruments and things like that. And they'll like dance party in front of the camera. So it's pretty fun. But all sorts of sea life, and yeah, you can imagine it's this kind of intertidal area that's just very rich with things to see. Tons and tons of lobsters, just lobsters galore.
Do you get biofouling? How long's the camera been there?
It actually has a UV light shining on the front of the camera. That helps kind of reduce that. But yes, it does get cleaned regularly as well.
That's a pretty new facility, or they redid the pier. We were there a while back. It was super nice.
It's really high. There's like a lot of freeboard here.
We got a tour of Flip, which I think is gone now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
it's not
yeah,
in San
that's
Diego anymore. It's in France.
right.
So it was bought
But are
by
you-
Deep.
Is your camera at Marfac or at the pier at
It's at the Scripps Pier in La Jolla.
Yeah, okay.
Not at Marfac.
Yeah, yes, because Flip was at Marfac for decades.
Yeah. There's a big RP Flip exhibition going on in Berlin. A film was
What?
just made about it. Yeah.
Wild.
I'm working with the Berlin production company at the moment for something else, and I just saw that in an email from another gallery I follow, and I was like, what? I've known about Flip for ages. It's so funny to see it over here and getting some big light on it, shown on it, yeah. I haven't seen the film yet, though.
I think my first time down to Marfac was to go out on just an engineering day trip on RV Atlantis with the Alvin folks.
Oh, nice.
And as I was on the pier there, I kind of look over to the side and like, wait a second. That's not just a barrel sitting in the water. That's Flip. So I started geeking out about this platform that you've heard so much about growing up. I was fascinated with it as a kid. And
Yeah, it's like a celebrity vessel.
yeah. So my understanding is that it's being refit, modernized. And,
No, come on.
It's going to be put back into service as a research platform.
It had a very specific purpose.
It wasn't really the greatest idea. You could do that a lot easier.
It was definitely trying to be a bit flashy and flippy.
But seeing a sink on the ceiling or whatever it was.
200 to bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
toilet on the wall.
Gimbal toilets. Wow, that's wild.
Oh.
Would have been interesting to be an engineer in the room when Flip was being discussed. It's like, what if we build a ship?
And it
But it
flips.
actually isn't. It isn't a ship.
Yeah.
It has to be tugged out,
It's a
and
research
then we
platform.
sink most of it
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah. If you're interested to learn about the RP Flip exhibition, it's called Capsize Chronicles. And it's at Art Lab Berlin by Rachel Mayuri. Her artwork is called RP Flip Rip, like RIP.
What I do like about Flip is what it kind of represents, which is like scientists and engineers coming together to do something a bit out of the box. And like some of those things go on to become revolutionary and some of them don't. But if you don't try, you don't know.
There's a good article posted by a PI at Hui after the loss of Nereus about pushing the frontiers, and you have to try and you have to innovate and try.
And you have to fail.
Yeah.
You learn as much from failure as from success. At least I keep telling myself that.
I believe the same thing,
there's
but
an awful lot to learn from failures.
all true statements, none of them recommended as the headline on your CV.
Yeah.
What's your strength?
I'm changing mine to
failing.
Shaped by the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you should have yours be shaped by the, not the core, but maybe shaped by the mantle.
Yeah.
Would we consider coastal areas shaped by the moon then?
Ooh, shaped by the
by
moon.
tidal action?
That's our sequel.
Shaped by the moon, shaped by the wind.
What are the tides here? It's like 6 to 10 inches, or like 15 degrees.
Really? That's it?
I think so.
Wow.
And Seattle's got, 10 to 15 foot, 30 in higher latitudes.
It's like one of my favorite maps is the map of like how the tides vary across the surface of the planet, and there are these little nodes where they're essentially zero and
No
other
tide,
places where
yeah.
they're really high.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Ooh, we just got an altimeter lock. 100 meters off the seafloor.
Nice.
I'm going to finish. but
Won't be long
there's
now.
A projection. I'm trying to figure out what it's called. I can't even pronounce it. But it's
I wonder if we can turn on those lower lights.
ocean-centric.
I hope
That's
I
very
see
cool.
things when they come into view.
The lowers?
Yeah. No worries.
Excited, TJ?
Oh yeah, it's your first
It's
look
gonna
at
be
the...
your first seafloor watch.
Oh yeah. I'm ready, I'm ready.
Awesome.
So, TJ, we just traditionally we count the nodules that we see, so if you could keep a count.
Oh, sure. Not a problem. I love counting nodules.
Oh, she on that duty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad I get to take a break.
Yeah, we're passing
Oh.
it off.
Oh, you're back. Oh, Ants, you're back.
Oh, back
was-
just
You
in
know
time for
what?
the seafloor.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, really?
All
Funny how
right.
that works.
Oh,
You
we're
know
almost
what?
there.
I'll give the nodule counting job back to you since you're back.
I'll pass him the,
Oh, hold on, I just need to go help
yeah.
Maddie.
Here's your abacus.
So, what's been happening? I just finished giving a fantastic talk to 3 classrooms of children, 5th graders. How old are
Yeah.
5th graders? We don't go by grades.
You
It'd
don't.
be
Yeah.
10 and
10
11-year-olds.
and 11-year-olds?
10 and
Okay,
11-year-olds.
5th grader.
What do you
Boy,
go
the
by?
adjustment to that down camera
Just
really
years.
helped.
So you have your first year in primary school, you're a year 1, year
Yeah.
2, year 3,
Yeah.
up to year 6 is your final year in primary.
Yeah.
You get a nice view of
That's
the
just
tilt
change
angle.
year to grade, and that's what you got.
Oh, I think we have kindergarten.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're like year 5.
Well, I guess
Oh.
we don't count kindergarten.
Oh, no.
What
Neither
age do kids start?
5.
Yeah, same.
Oh. Haha. Science.
Kindergarten's 5.
It's kind of like the Van Blonder-Half growth model.
The von Bertalampi? 10 to 11-year-olds. Thank you. 5th grade. So what have I missed out on?
Oh, we had a chit-chat about the tether, and we got a little view of it in the camera. And we heard from Aaron's son's 4th grade class, and
Talked about Flip.
talked about Flip, the vessel that sits like a normal ship and then goes whoop.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
No,
we didn't tell you guys about it. So it's this vessel that's like this, and everything's set up to be flat this way. But when it gets out to where it wants to go, it turns like this with the water line here, and so you have a very acoustically quiet part
Very
of the
stable.
ship that you can make really nice acoustic measurements from, and things like a toilet that's sitting upright like this, when it flips, it rotates.
It's on a swivel.
Yeah.
So, oh, okay, that would be disastrous.
And doors are like, here, and then there, like it's very wild.
Okay, I'm
It
gonna
looks
Google
like
this.
a fun house, kind of like it doesn't really
There's the
make
bottom.
sense. There's like sinks on the wall and.
Flip.
All right, approaching bottom.
Ship.
You can go ahead and
the
log
seafloor.
on
I see
bottom
nodules.
dive status.
No
There's eyes on bottom.
way.
Perfect. Yeah,
Bottom
that's
in
good.
sight.
You're good to go. Submit it. Yep. All right.
Okay, this is the most visitors I've seen online. Must be with the A-team.
Or the seafloor.
Or the right
Yep.
time zone.
Or the time zone, yeah, that's maybe the attraction.
I'm gonna go with the A-team.
Yeah. It's a combo of all of those.
So as we get down to the seafloor, just to give everyone fair warning, we're going to have to do a little setup with the vehicles, so it'll be a bit of floating around for a few minutes and before we get underway along our survey track.
And when we go down, we turn the vehicles so
Oh.
that their backsides are facing each other. That way we can keep an eye on the tether that connects them all the way down and make sure that they're staying at about the same descent rate. But once we get to the seafloor, we've got to turn things around a little bit, and they both change orientations to where Atlanta is now facing the same direction as Herc.
icy floor.
I think I already saw a fish while we were pirouetting.
Yep.
Aaron, I've got a good joke for you.
Oh.
Oh, maybe you're listening on the first night. These guys weren't too impressed by it.
It's hard to know which one you're talking about when you said we weren't impressed by it.
How do you discipline a seabed nodule?
I don't know. How do you discipline a seabed nodule?
You hit rock bottom.
I heard that one before.
Thanks for laughing, Aaron. Thanks,
I
DJ.
love a good dad joke.
So,
Much more irregular.
yeah, a little polydisperse size distribution here.
So does that mean that we're looking more at more volcanic rock that's just encrusted here than nodule field per se?
It's hard for me to, I don't have a good answer for that.
Gotta get a little bit closer. Huh? Oh, I see my first cast.
There's a couple of them.
Here it comes.
Excellent. Welcome to all our visitors. We have hit rock bottom, disciplining these nodules.
Well done, ROV team. That came right down where they wanted and facing the right direction.
100, yeah. Oh. How silent should we be at this stage?
You know, we let them do their thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with a seamount, I imagine that we can have some currents and things like that to contend with.
Yeah, potentially.
So we have to do a lot to trim out the vehicles and to make sure that they're not drifting off course and understand the environment that we're going to be diving on. In our last dive, it was very, very flat. I think there was, what, 80 meters of elevation change over the entire 10-kilometer long transect we performed.
Yeah, it was flat as flat could be.
Looking at a very different dive
Okay,
today.
guys. We're pretty much situated on bottom now. We're just doing a quick changeover on Atalanta, and then we'll be ready to roll.
Roger that.
What have we been doing for white balance, Aaron? Are we just, I mean, this doesn't look
I can
hideous.
swing in underneath. There's a little white card there.
Is
Stick
it
the light on, and we'll see how we go, yeah?
Yeah, is it catching any light?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
See how that holds that. Tilt.
I know, I saw that. I was like,
Done.
oh.
Alright, and then I bring that on.
They tilted the camera so far
Oh,
down that
hello.
this fell off.
Would you
That's
like
light.
would you like any more light, Ed?
No.
Okay, there you go, mate. That's
That's
me all the way
brilliant.
down.
Yeah. All right, can I go ahead and push? Oh, you
Yeah,
can't see
you can
anything
push in,
anyway.
we're good.
Yeah. Man, that's cranked way down. Yeah.
Just let me know when you want to tilt back up.
Copy, thank you. And 80, about there. Yeah, that should be good. I got that scene saved. Da, da, da. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a black balance if I can.
Yep.
Starting now, this is intentional. That was quick.
That was real quick.
And then a white. Huh, wow. Yeah, but, let me just, no, I can do it over here, it's faster. Let's go.
Yeah.
Home, tile settings. Take my mag off of that. Oh, that looks nice. I mean, I'm straight and level. Yeah, and dead center on my black. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's watch. We're gonna zoom out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go right ahead. Get it.
All right, coming up.
If you, did you get it? All right, good. Coming out. And I need engineer up over here.
And
Oh,
we'll
I lost
settle
all my stuff.
But there. Okay.
Copy, and then I'm gonna go back to mine over here. Home. Presets. Let's just do this for now. Yeah.
Happy, right? Okay. Everybody else good to go?
Are we in focus?
We are
I don't know,
not.
ask the camera guy. I haven't got my
Yeah.
glasses on.
Dave, could you do the focus
Dave
real quick?
says, I don't know, I just work here.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be. Menu, config.
Oh, sorry, camera's running away a little bit.
That's all right.
This tilt is so funny.
Adam, do you want to look around here a little bit, or should we start moving?
No, I think we can get the ship moving. It'll
All right.
it'll be at this depth a few
Good to go.
minutes before we actually
Great.
feel it.
Understood. Bridge nav. Hi, Captain. Can we start the ship moving at 0.3 knots towards the selected target on high pack?
I'm gonna do some logs while
Great,
we
thank
wait.
you.
Just done them.
Oh, you
yeah,
did?
just,
Oh, yeah,
just
you
as
did.
we
I
come
see.
in.
Perfect.
Maybe get your red pen out and make some notes on how they could do better next time, right?
On the logs? Oh, I do actually have notes for yesterday's. Filling them out, for one.
Don't you just wait till the next person comes?
Are we planning to go 0.2 knots, or what's the...
Yeah, I heard you say 0.3, but I kind of enjoyed 0.2 yesterday. 0.3 keeps us, like, unable to really stop anywhere.
Okay, yeah.
If there's time, maybe, I don't know.
Bridge nav. Hi, can we actually slow down to 0.2 knots for that move? Thank you.
I'm just going to string out a little bit so I get a heads up when an Atalanta starts to move.
Yeah, roger.
I do wonder why we have different sizes of nodules here after we saw such consistent sizes. Can you guys put some lasers on so I can get a little sense of scale? Interesting. So some of these are like 10 centimeter nodules. Everything before was like 3 centimeters.
Are you planning on keeping tilt off between moves?
Yeah, probably, because that ground fault's just staying low consistently.
Yeah. If you want, we can go back to putting the mouse on this side if you are gonna need help.
Yeah, see how we get on.
Yeah.
That's a bit better, isn't it?
So if I remember correctly, we have about 200 to 300 meters before we hit the slope of the seamount, or the base of the slope.
So
About a kilometer, I believe.
Yeah,
A
about
kilometer.
a kilometer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I figured maybe start a little faster and put some in the bank. But
I see.
let's start slow and see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit slower might be better. Keeps that layback not quite as far off.
Right, yeah.
Especially with how steep we gotta be coming up.
Yeah.
Right, once we hit the slopes.
Yep.
Just doing some math to see what our time budget is.
No, not really. That's a bit funny though. Just how it suddenly started to drift up.
What's the measurement of the two lasers?
That's 10 centimeters.
10 centimeters.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, some of our folks on shore are noticing that the nodules may not be as closely packed here as they were before, and I think that's true, although I also see a lot of sediment coverage on the nodules, so I wonder if there's like more sedimentation or remobilization that's potentially covering up nodules a little bit. And because even when there's sediment, you can kind of see the tops of nodules poking through.
Feels like I'm getting pulled actually.
Yeah, we're just getting big heaves, and I'm dolphining a bit, so.
Adam, is the goal a 24-hour dive surface to surface?
No,
Okay.
no, I think all of them were kind of 32 to 36 surface
Okay.
to surface.
I was just, in the dive plan it says 24 hours.
Oh yeah, no, I think this one was 36, I thought.
I think
Okay.
that's a vestigial 24, perhaps.
Vestigial.
Understood. That's great.
That's a very fancy way to say a typo.
Oh, there's a little wiggler.
Wiggler. Oh, some cup corals.
On
the far left.
What was the little wiggler?
Some kind of little fish. Oh.
Oh.
Steve says it's a plankton, the little wiggler.
Chaetognath?
Do you see that in the science chat? Yeah.
So, other than... Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, maybe cup corals. The other thing we've seen
It's a
is
type of marine worm.
a lot of
Arrowworms.
pteropod
Yeah,
tests.
I've heard of these ones before.
Have some kind of the same shape. Isn't he at the Smithsonian now?
Yeah. This is a hobby, I guess.
Chaetognath. That's how it's...
Chaetognath?
Chaetognath, which means hairy jaw, according to one of our visitors. Chaetognath.
So not Chaetognath. I see something.
Top right. There it is. Shrimp, maybe?
Oh, I missed the shrimp. I was looking at this
To the our starboard.
this thing. You don't know until you know, okay? So listen.
It could be a pom-pom sponge.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
a...
I'm going to say sponge.
Oh, yeah, you really struck a nerve with that. All that urchin talk.
Amanda was, I believe, looking quite diligently to find an ID for those little urchins. We still don't have an ID for them.
Can I get a zoom on it? Or? Oh. Oh, nice. Right. Cool.
That looks like it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah, since
That's the time to,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.